Hello, everyone out in internet land. You are watching the Shake Up Guys. Coming at you, it's your boy Brad back at you with another interesting show today. And joining me in the studio, as always, is the crew. Y'all can introduce yourselves with all that stuff, since I always seem to fuck it up.
Man,
but whatever.
You messing up bad, man.
That's fine.
It's okay.
I don't care.
I don't mind. I am the world's greatest misogynist, the rated R superstar. I am Jay.
What's going on?
Hater.
My man over here to my bottom right here. What's going on?
What's up, Nick? What's up, boy Rock?
That's it. Okay, right on. And joining us in studio
Rock is in the
today for our guest, the one who's gonna apparently tell us we're full of shit. Joining us in studio today is the lovely Silky. I bet you didn't slap a few bitches with that name, huh?
Silky
No, some
Smooth.
men.
Just some dudes.
Some men.
Oh,
Just some dudes.
They're not me.
Well, that's what's up. That's what's up. So what's going on with y'all, man? What's happening?
Stand out the way, man.
Yeah,
Stand out
bro.
the way, huh?
Bored senseless. I'm still
I
on
know you
strike.
is, man.
I'm on day 24 of
That's
strike.
fucked up, bro.
I am bored out of my mind. My bar is kind of depleted to this point, so I ain't got nothing. I'm running out of shit to do.
Nigga, I thought the news said it was like almost done, bro.
It was.
They took it back to the table.
Yeah, it went bad. It went left.
And y'all messing my job up because we ain't got nothing to.
Motherfucker, I ain't got nothing to do. What you think I'm doing? I am bored out of my mind. I have played every video. I beat Red Dead Redemption.
Right.
That's like a 24-hour game.
See, that's why
Beat
you
it.
need to find a job like mine, nigga. 'Cause as long as niggas is doing meth, bro, I got a job, bro.
So you will always be
You always be in
I'm
business.
always being
unless
employed.
society improves,
Not gonna happen.
which is highly unlikely.
Unless y'all stop doing drugs. I always got to
Pooh
do
in
it.
the building.
unlikely.
What's up, bro?
Oh,
Man,
Pistol
Pooh.
Pooh in there.
That's
Yeah.
what's up.
What up, Pooh?
What's going on? What's going on in the news, man? They keep saying they're talking about your boys breaking these laws and whatnot.
Bro, yeah, he is.
Is he?
And then the motherfucker gonna pull out.
I thought it was only illegal if you get caught.
Well, I mean, listen. I guess he's the president. Motherfucker do what he want, I guess. But he pulling out soldiers where soldiers don't need to be pulled out of.
Oh yeah, that whole
And then the
serious
next
shit.
day, as soon as the motherfuckers pull out,
Incursion.
Bow. This is like, what the fuck, bro? So that we fucking up that ally, which I mean,
Here's what.
it's not a great ally.
we're basically
but
just setting them out
we just said-
to get mauled by ISIS.
pretty much. Pretty
like,
much is what
wait.
it was.
They'd be like, excuse me, Mr. President, we need hello.
Hello?
Hello, is this
This
thing
line
on?
is no longer available.
I mean, that's just grimy, bruh. That's some grimy shit.
Here's what people got to understand. The impeachment process, you need 75% of the votes. You're talking about
Yeah.
the electoral college, you need 75% of the votes. Not a majority, not 51%, not 65. You need 75% to say, yes, let's remove this motherfucker from office. Mm-hmm. And even then, you're not talking jail time. You just strictly remove him from office.
Well, the next president can
likelihood of-
decide whether or not he gets, a pardon.
Pardon.
The likelihood of that happening is you got a better chance of getting struck by
Bro.
lightning while playing the
This
lottery.
motherfucker went on national TV and said, China, you should probably investigate one of our fucking politicians that's running for president. Like, on some real shit, bro. Really? We doing this on national TV, cuz?
Shit, Antonio Brown said, hey, go fuck with Ben Roethlisberger and Shannon Sharp. Everybody snitching on everybody. So it is what it is.
Ain't really,
Fuck, man.
it's not really snitching when everybody already knows.
It is what it
Everybody already knows Ben
Let it
Roethlisberger
have
be
been
taking
Obama.
pussy.
He would
So.
have been out of there quick, fast, in a hurry.
That's the truth.
Obama's a different story.
That's the argument.
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
the truth.
argument.
Obama had to be perfect every day from day one.
You're right, because look.
But remember,
he's black.
Obama didn't do shit for black folks. Obama did for
Made it look
the
good.
gay community and poor single mothers. That was it. That's all he looked for. That's all he looked out for.
That's true, but he's still my nigga, though.
I know, right?
I don't
I mean, he made it look good.
He did. That motherfucker did,
It
bro.
was a great
This
symbol.
dude in here now, though,
He's ignorant
this
as
is
hell.
this is my biggest knock against the president.
He's
It-
ignorant.
Well,
Yeah, we
aside
know
from all
that.
that, it's the fact that he don't even know when to shut the fuck up.
I was just about to say that too.
That's a problem. Shut the fuck up. Shut
Shut.
oh my God. The fuck up. But anyway, that's about as much about politics.
We
I
got
wanna
Tiffany
go
King
into.
on the Facebook page again, man. She talking shit
Tiffany.
again already. Is she in the chat room
Well, she should
already?
she should be in the chat room. That's where you're gonna get our attention at. You're not gonna get it on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook right now.
No, I'm going to shut it down anyway.
Yeah, shut it down.
Any other
Turn that
news before I shut this shit down? Are we going to the topic?
off. I'm trying to think. What else? What else is going on? in
Another
the-
current.
I mean, they just keep talking about this, political shit. So
I mean, that's pretty much what's going on right
I watched
now.
Deion Cole's stand-up yesterday. That was pretty funny. That was hilarious, actually.
I need to check that out.
Yeah,
I need to
everybody
check
should.
that out.
Everybody should.
I watched about
I mean,
Did
people
y'all
will compare it to
ever-
Chappelle, but it's two totally different things.
Did
It's
y'all
still funny on
ever,
its own.
did they have any updates on Kevin Hart and what's going on with him?
I don't know. That nigga might be
Dude.
dead. I still
No,
haven't heard
he's not
shit.
dead.
He was in a car accident.
Yeah, I know. But you
He's
know,
fine.
Not dead.
He had severe
some-
spinal
yeah,
injury,
he's
and he's undergoing months of rehab. That's the last thing they said.
I don't know.
Is that right now he's trying to learn how to walk again. That's all
I ain't heard
we know
shit.
about him. God damn, this nigga said he's dead.
I said, well, I ain't
You don't
heard
care
that.
about nothing except your wife and the Bears. That's all you care about. You don't give a fuck about nothing else.
Food, nigga.
This nigga.
I like your T-shirt though.
Oh, appreciate that.
I like that.
Cat
What does
pouring
it
out
say?
a cat pouring out milk for the homies. You
the
gotta stand
homies.
up so they can see you on camera.
Oh, okay.
That's right there for the homies.
For the homies. You know what I'm saying?
I can't stand.
That's what's up.
But yeah. No, y'all don't give a fuck about that.
All right, then.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
go
I
on
don't
the
know.
topic then, because I want to argue. So
All right. Well,
I'm gonna shut
since
this
I
down.
haven't mentioned it yet, I'll go into it right now. Today's topic, it was supposed to be a two-parter, but some reasons. So today's topic is going to be why are more and more men
See the rest of the show.
going their own way? And again, Jay's talking in the middle of my fucking intros.
I know, right? I ain't shit.
What a fucking asshole. Sit your goof ass down.
Hey,
so we can
Jennifer.
do this
Hey,
show.
Tammy.
The fuck?
Fuck all y'all.
So anyway, today's topic is why are more and more men going their own way? Miss Silky is here to tell us we're full of shit as far as our views are on this
Yes.
specific topic. I can't talk today. So who wants to start it off here today? Who wants to start off the conversation? Anyone?
Oh, please.
Anyone?
Jay.
Yeah, I got it.
I mean, I can't. I'm married, so it's kind of hard,
I'm good.
you know.
I got it.
So I ain't trying to
So
get
you're
in
gonna be on
trouble.
my side too.
No, I ain't on no one side.
No, ain't no side. There's no side. Everybody has their own
Trust me.
Opinion.
their own
I'm on no
perspective.
one side now.
Well, I'll go ahead and do a lead in. In this era, men are being destroyed in divorce courts. They're being raped in the family court, whether it's custody battles, alimony, things of that nature.
Yeah.
In this era, there's no bargaining chip that you can put in front of them. No carrot you can dangle in a man's face and say, hey, get married and I'll give you this. Because any man with rational thought is automatically going to think 10 years down the road, I'm going to get fucked if this goes left. There's no benefit in the long run for any man to get married in this day and age. The court proceedings, the child custody battles alone can cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars. So with that being said, I don't see, and we've discussed this before, and it still rings true. There's no benefit to a man to maintain a long-term relationship or a marriage.
Well, that's pretty concise. My thinkings on it is pretty similar to that. My only thing I'd like to add to that is in terms of people always want to lay the blame somewhere. And I feel as if the blame in this case is on men. And I'll explain why.
Please do.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
I'll explain why. Men make the laws. So, with what Jay said about getting raped in divorce court, getting raped in child support court, they could change those laws if they wanted to, but they don't. My question is, why haven't they?
Okay, like what laws are you talking about? Like, how do you feel that you're getting raped?
Okay, well, when you go into a court proceeding, family court, and you know, say you're not even married or whatever, custody automatically goes to the woman. Why? Why is that automatic?
Right.
Because she's the nurturer.
Okay, but men can be nurturing too. Men also provide for the family.
Statistics show when children are raised in a home, when children are raised in the care of the father, 95% of the time that child turns out better than the kids raised in the care of single mothers.
Statistics said this.
Yes, statistically,
stats,
yes.
stats.
Why
I don't
is
deal
that?
in feelings. I deal
But
in
why
facts.
is that?
Because men are more logical than
Because we
women.
deal strictly in logic and reasoning, not
And we're
emotion,
based off
and
emotions.
feelings.
right, wrong, discipline,
Exactly.
all that stuff. That's dad stuff.
Yeah, that is.
Okay.
You know,
I think, in my opinion, as far as raising children, the girls should stay with the women, the boys should stay with the men.
okay.
Because they're going to, because you know, a woman can teach a girl,
True.
depending on the woman too,
I give you
depending
that.
on what type of woman she is, she can teach her a lot of things.
But
Yeah, but
I
Then
don't
the
disagree
men,
with that.
Yeah,
I
I
agree.
agree with that.
I think that when, like with my son, when he got to a certain age, I sent him to his father because that way he can raise, because I can only do so much.
See, a lot of women adopt that philosophy, but the problem is that 9 times out of 10, one, the damage is already done because you made them soft or you haven't exposed them to the real world. And typically,
What do you mean by make him soft?
when he's raised primarily in the household with a woman, he idealizes his mother. He gets the mannerisms and the responses to certain situations that
Well,
a
he's
woman
connected with
has.
his emotional side. What's wrong with that?
Men don't have time nor place for emotions.
Why
you have to
not?
be strong. You have to.
You
be,
can still
you
be
have-
strong.
You have to plan. You have to execute. That's what a man
You can
does.
still be strong because my son is
So
strong as
here's
hell. My son has been raised from me.
Interesting, but interesting.
Exactly.
Hold on. Interesting enough, Tammy in the chat room agrees with Jay.
Really?
She does.
What? But it's like this, and the reason why I look at it like soft, like, you know what I'm saying? There's decisions that's gonna have to be made. Back in prime evil days, and you know, there was decisions where you had to get made where your neighbor was plotting on you, whatever, and you might have to take this motherfucker out. A woman's not gonna do that shit. That's a man shit. I'm not saying that that's how it is today.
If she gangster, she will.
But I mean, how many gangster women is out there?
It's a lot of them out
It's
there.
not a lot of them.
It is a lot of them out there.
No.
I know
There
quite a
there
few.
are a
I
select
know
group.
quite a few
that
who
are
are
out
I
there
know
like
some
men.
too. I know some too. You know what I mean? But not many. Not many at all. But sometimes you gotta make that hard decision of, you know,
Plus,
what's happening, and I don't.
in
Like I
most
said,
cases,
that they
in
put their
most
emotion
cases,
into it.
in most cases, and when it's, you know, a single father as opposed to a single mother, there ain't a lot of resources for single dads.
At all.
You're right. I would totally agree with that.
There's not a lot of
At all.
resources.
I've said that myself.
That making those particular, not in every case, we're generalizing here, but in the cases where it's a single mom, there's so many resources for her to reach out to between welfare, you know, WIC, all that other stuff that men just they don't care about us.
It's because that they look at it that a man is supposed to provide
And be strong.
exactly.
Provision
Yeah,
And that's the reason why
exactly.
there are
Provision
no
and protection.
resources.
Yeah.
I don't think it's fair on that end.
So
either.
if that's the case, then why aren't the courts geared more to giving the man custody,
Yeah.
seeing as how he's already supposed to provide anyway? Why extract resources from a man's home to go outside of that home when you could just give him the child?
because
And
it's-
he's not going to
it's-
ask the mom for anything.
Because it looks, well, you know, society nowadays is more logical to give the woman the children.
Why?
Why?
Because and that's just.
It's not
just
logical,
how-
it's
I'm just-
traditional.
well, yeah,
It's traditional.
yeah, you're right. You're
it's
right.
it's commonplace because 9 times out of 10, I didn't mean to cut you off. I apologize. 9 times out of 10, men don't know that they can fight for custody. A lot of men
They
were just
can.
under the impression like, oh, okay, if I have a kid, we get divorced, or the relationship doesn't work out, she gets the kid. That's not common. That's not the law. That's just became commonplace because that's what people naturally
It's
assumed.
And not to get off topic, but that's the same thing with plea agreements. You know, 9 times out of 10, if they're just gonna dangle something in front of you and say this is your best route because if you go this route, you're gonna be in trouble. So like, oh, okay, I'll just automatically take it.
Some lazy ass lawyering.
I mean,
You fucking criminal. Only you would.
But that's some lazy ass lawyering. But you hear so many
but
times
that's just how it is,
where men
though.
get caught up in the system because they lawyer is lazy and tell them
Yes.
to take a plea. They just don't want to argue this shit. But that's aside from the point. The point is, today we're talking about the you know, why
I
more
agree
men are
with you
going
guys
their own way.
to a certain
And
point.
what we've spoken about up until this point is talking strictly to that. That's why they don't want to deal with that shit. You know what I'm saying? That it's a roll of the dice getting married nowadays. I'm talking about whether it's gonna work. Now, after you figure out if it's not gonna work, now you in court fighting for your financial life. You know what I'm
But
saying?
you know what? You have to look at it too. Like, society today is not how it was when our parents were younger and married and stuff.
Well, the life
It's
expectancy
totally
was
different.
only
The thing
62.
is that, in my opinion, a lot of people get married for all the wrong reasons. For comfort, because they've been with this person for a long time. For financial reasons, and what they can gain, and things like that. They don't do it merely out of love.
Let's clarify what you just said. You said people marry for what they can get.
Yeah.
Women marry for what they can
Men
get.
do the same thing.
How often do you see a man?
It's both ways.
Men get so screwed with child support. Thank you, Timmy. I appreciate
yeah, I
that.
seen that.
They do.
They do. They
I
get
totally
fisted.
agree with that.
I mean,
Because I know someone
as
right
a married
now.
man,
No, hold on, wait. Go ahead.
sorry.
I know
let me cut
someone
you off.
right now with child support. The mother, she ain't got no job or nothing. He works, and you know, and this is in Tennessee. He pays $870 a month for child support, which is ridiculous.
I don't ever remember my
How
father
is he
spending that much on
supposed
me.
to? How he's supposed
In a
to?
month.
To eat, to live.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that.
I
At all.
work with the guy. He pays $700 for the first kid, $300 for the second, and another $2 something for the third.
that's just
Fuck
ridiculous.
you. How
It
much is
is
a
ridiculous.
hitman? In 5 months, he could have hired a hitman.
Yeah, Rob, what'd you say?
Yeah. No, you know, as a married man, me personally, and I'm just one of the luckiest motherfuckers that there is when it comes to relationship. Both
Fair
my
enough.
baby mamas,
Fair
You need to
enough.
give them a standing ovation right the fuck
both of
now.
my baby mamas. I give you a clap. My wife, you know, I give you a clap. I got lucky.
Thanks for taking it all in stride.
Don't think I don't see what's going on out there. You know what I'm saying, man? Like, for example, my wife's favorite fucking show, and I watch it, but if I could turn red, I would. Is this 90 Day Fiance shit?
Oh, I've watched that.
These women are so ungrateful, so money hungry, so just I don't understand how these dudes aren't just running from that. And these are people not even from this country. Just think about, I see a lot of these women from here that be on that same shit, man. It's like, what is the benefit for me? I've always kept the 100. Reason why I got married was tradition. That's what, you know.
Yeah, that's
I
what
think
you-
my family expected that, so
I think all of our
I got
families
married.
do.
That and a reception. I just wanted to eat. You know what I'm
This is
saying?
right here.
I gave a great
And
toast
that's
at your
and
reception. Though.
you did.
Thank you.
You did.
Appreciate that.
But that's why I got married.
That's what's up.
And because my wife of course wanted to.
Okay.
And I tried to be, but if she was like, nah, let's not get married, shit. All right.
Wow.
Bet.
Wait a fucking minute.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
I gotta
jump
look at
off. I'm
this.
so sorry.
800 a week?
In the chat room,
God
said he,
damn.
Hey,
What?
he was
Damn.
paying $800 a week. Nigga,
A week?
Everything you
What
did
kind
in the
of job you
past,
got?
I understand completely.
Hey,
now.
man,
I understand
This is my
everything.
y'all. This is my
Assassins
philosophy.
are cheaper. T-shirts
This
coming
is the thing.
soon,
This is
dog.
my opinion when
Please,
it comes to child
Jesus.
support.
And then we gotta
800
get back
a
on the
week?
topic
Yeah.
after this.
But this is my
Yeah.
thing when it comes to child support.
Is the
The
vagina
thing
made of
is-
gold?
Kidding me.
The thing is that if the man is taking care of his child, there's no reason why to get the white man involved.
That's
in
my
child
whole thing.
support.
That's my
But if
whole
he's
get
not
down.
doing anything, then I'm going to the white man to get my money.
I gotta say
And
this.
that's what I did with one of my kids' fathers.
Okay.
Is that he didn't do nothing for Christmas. For birthdays, he didn't come pick her up. He didn't buy her no school clothes. He didn't do nothing.
Oh, well, that's
so
the
I went
difference.
to the courts to go get my money.
Yeah, well, that's
And
the
then when I
difference,
found
though.
out that he was making more money, I would go get it modified because I need more money because you ain't doing nothing.
Well, that's the difference. Is there are a lot of men out there who are trying to take care of their kids.
Yes, you're right. And,
And
the
they're
women are
getting
just money
railroaded.
hungry.
Yeah, they
hungry.
trying to.
And they're
that's
being-
like why
they're
is Kevin Garnett's wife getting $100,000 a month?
Man, yeah,
No shit.
yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Choose wisely who you let nut in you, ladies.
Well, this is alimony and child
That's
support.
what. Still though.
But still,
I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not just saying it's just child support. I'm just saying it's alimony
That's
and child
crazy.
support.
That's just too much
And
money.
that's why assassins are cheaper.
Is it going into a trust fund to where
No.
The bitch is popping.
She gonna blow
money
that
off.
shit. But this is why assassins are cheaper.
the
Exactly.
system is not set up for men when it comes to
The
children?
system
Thank
ain't
you.
set up for anybody.
I totally agree
So
with that.
anybody
The system
poor,
is set up for women.
anybody poor,
The system is set up.
anybody who
strictly
doesn't
for
have a
women.
lot of money is what I'm saying.
I
If
guess.
you don't have a lot of money, the system
And
is
that,
not
and,
for you.
and Jay's and this
system
is
is
way
set up
off
strictly for
topic.
women.
And once again, we
Go
apologize.
ahead, go ahead.
But me dealing with courts a lot, I see women. Let's say both men and women are addiction. They're both mother and father parent. They'll send the mother to a rehab first with the kid, this and that. But dad, nigga, you going to jail.
Really?
Oh yes.
Yeah, I worked. Yeah,
Oh
I worked
yes,
in that system.
it's happening
also.
all the time.
Yeah.
Even though they're both struggling with the addiction, the mother's gonna get placed in a recovery facility with the kid first,
With the kid.
and then pops is getting locked up, get thrown away.
Yeah, it's very
that's
common.
messed up.
Only 15% of the time
Yeah.
do children actually get placed with the
Yeah, and
the fucking father guardian.
Yeah.
They'll give that
That
baby to your
15
mama before they
Yeah.
give it to him.
That 15%.
And that's crazy too because that's his child. Give him that opportunity, give him that chance to take care of that baby.
works for women. not men.
They go against whoever they can extract the most money out of.
Exactly.
That's how it works.
That's how they fund themselves.
And usually that's men.
But
Not in all cases, but usually.
you gotta understand those rare occasions when women are on the hook for child support, when they get in the arrears.
And you know what?
happens
I've
to them.
seen that too.
Nothing
To
happens
where the
to them.
man has
I've seen-
the child.
I've seen women be thousands. When I worked in that field, and I wish I could say names, I've seen women be thousands of dollars in the arrears on child support. The judge says, I don't want to sentence her to jail because I think it would be detrimental to the child to take her out of the child's life.
Really?
Reverse the situation. If that was the father,
They would send him straight to
go
jail.
do 90 days. Go sit for 90 days.
Straight up.
I've seen it 1,000 times. That's part of the reason I don't have kids. And I've seen that shit the whole time I was working in the industry.
That's crazy.
And I was like,
Because I've
fuck
seen
you.
it too.
But
with some
all
of my
that-
male friends.
All of that plays into why more and more men are saying, fuck that. I'm not dealing with this shit anymore. I'm gonna go get me a cabin in the woods, a lot of porn, and some Vaseline, and I'm done with this shit.
It's not gonna feel the
I mean,
same.
you think
It doesn't matter.
you think they ain't even smashing no
It's not
more?
gonna feel
My
the same.
pockets will be fine. My hand and my penis will have to get used to it.
So
fuck my
you
money.
saying they ain't even smashing no more?
Some
Yeah,
are,
that's what I'm asking.
some are, but it's a situation where
It's
more.
no strings attached.
You know what I'm saying? It's more economical to just pay a hooker.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
It's more economical to pay a hooker.
These
that's
dudes,
true.
the movement is called.
I'm just
Big
saying.
Cow. It's
Do
called,
y'all not crave like certain things? as
Intimacy?
far- Yeah.
No, I crave head and pussy.
I mean, you crave human
Of course, you
contact, but that's why you got.
crave-
That's what,
Okay, so this is
Some
the thing.
crave.
So you
I
don't
don't.
want to have that one person to where you can rely on.
it's not
Of
me.
course.
But
That's what I'm asking.
But it's not worth the risk.
yeah, they
got-
want to take the risk. It's
I'll
a
give you
gamble now.
prime example.
That's why you got to know the woman before you even fucking marry
You can't.
her.
People change. People change. Do you think the same way now at this age? Do you think the same way you did 10 years ago?
No, because I'm smart.
Exactly. So what happens when somebody just realizes, I don't love this motherfucker no more. Let me get out of here. People change.
They do.
People evolve. They grow. Sometimes they fucking regress. People don't stay the same. If everybody was the same as when they met, they'd probably still be
Everybody still be
60-year
fucking married.
marriages.
Yeah.
That's why I think you should get married when you're a little bit older.
Exactly.
Not
I
feel
when
that
you're
way, too.
You
young.
shouldn't even be able
I
to
don't think you
apply
should-
for a marriage license
Yeah,
till you're 30.
I don't think you should be able to
Really,
legally be
40.
able to get married before you're legally able to drink.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's
to me.
not old enough. I think you shouldn't even be able to.
Well, I'm saying,
apply.
like, you can
because
get
in your
married when you're
20s,
18.
Because
I
in
was in
your
my
20s,
mid-
you're wilding out. You're still learning yourself and everything else.
That's why I
Like,
said
I was
30.
in a relationship when I was 21. The guy was older. He was like, I think he was like 27, 28. I loved the hell out that man. We was together for like 9 years. But then as I got older, I started discovering things with myself. And I didn't want to be with him no more.
You realize you was nasty as hell. And,
No.
Okay.
I didn't want to be with him no more. I outgrew him. And that's what happened. And I seen certain things that I liked that he didn't like. And I seen that he was trying to mold me into something that I just wasn't, because I was still young.
Well, that's what we're saying about, like, I don't think you should be.
And I almost married him.
I think if you go to the courthouse and get a marriage license before the age, I said 25.
I say 30.
He says
something.
30. I mean, I can't disagree
I
with
was
that.
in my
I'm just saying
mid-30s
you
when I
should
got
be.
married.
You should be well into adulthood. I'm talking about
Yes,
at least
in your
30 or
30s.
close to 30 before you should even make this jump. Because and if you walk up there and be like, oh, we're 19 and we're in love, somebody should just walk out from the back and punch the shit out of both of you.
Right.
I'm just talking about
I mean,
one overhand right apiece. Take your asses home. You're not ready. Bro.
From 18 to
You can date.
25, man.
to learn
I had
yourself.
some wonderful women in my life. I've had some wonderful women in my life. I was just a fucking asshole though. I just wanted to smash everything. I just, just
That's
wanted
what
to be
I'm
out there
saying.
wilding and do.
You don't know better.
Hang with my niggas, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? You gonna tell me I can't go hang with my niggas? Bitch, is you crazy? You lost your motherfucking mind. I'm finna go chill with my niggas. But
That's
that's
how
my
they do.
mentality as you get older. You just like, I'm gonna see my niggas once a week. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you get older, you like, I
I'm
catch that.
good,
I catch that
yeah,
nigga in 2 months.
I'm great
I
marriage
see him when
material.
I'll see him when I see him. Baby, what's on Netflix?
That's like I don't understand grown ass niggas 30 and over still kicking it.
Still trying to clubhouse.
At
Still trying to hang out, and then the killer part,
there's like 5 or 6 of these niggas playing PlayStation and shit all night.
And then
go
they be
home.
dressing like the little
Like,
20-some-year-olds. Oh my
right.
God, that is such a turn.
Like,
I saw a
You don't
nigga's
take out
whole
no
ass
fucking
crack
skinny
last
jeans.
night.
And pull your
Sagging.
pants up.
Walking
Yep.
in the liquor store. I
Right.
saw a whole ass crack. Like his
Yeah.
shirt was too short and his pants was
Like if
saggy.
you threw a penny in that motherfucker,
I'm just saying, like, what? Like, how can I even feel comfortable, dog? You got this cold breeze blowing across your butt crack. I would automatically make me pull up my pants. But I digress. We're getting away from the point. The point is, why are men going their own way? And I think we've come up with a lot of great reasons so far. What else you got?
I got great
I know
examples.
Jay got something
I
written
got
down
great-
over
if
there.
You give me 1 second, I'll give you some great examples. But we had a question in the chat room. Pooh again, he said, so after 9 years, you outgrew the man?
I was only 20 or 21 when I met him. So
That's
I
a
was
whole
still
different
discovering
mindset.
myself.
I give you that. Okay, I can
that's a
accept
whole
that
different
because
mindset.
And then when
At
I was
that age,
20
you're
or
not even
21,
grown.
and then the thing is that I had children. So
Before
I
him.
didn't
Okay.
go out to the clubs or anything like that. So once I got to a certain age, when they got to a certain age, then I started hanging out with my sister and my cousins. And I was like, oh, I like this little. Oh, there's so many varieties of dicks out here. I got to go see what that's about. So it's just that.
What the fuck?
I just outgrew him. I just fell out of love with him.
that does happen. See, that does happen.
And like I said, I was young.
You ain't gotta explain.
Very young.
motherfucker. This ain't
I'm just
this ain't
saying.
a legal deposition. This
There's
ain't
already
court.
so many instances I've seen people
I
who
was
are like
young,
who got married at like 18, 19 years old, where when they told me they was married, I was like, why?
Shit, me.
Yeah.
Why did you do that to yourself? And then they were getting divorced before 24.
I left for
believe it.
college. I didn't last a week before I was cheating. I was like, I can't imagine. Fuck you. I
Right.
can't imagine. I wasn't no good in college, so I can't imagine how motherfuckers be in whole committed
Man.
relationships. But anyway, going back to the topic, well, staying on topic, one of the reasons to give you some examples of why I say there's no benefit, there's celebrity marriages that have fallen apart. One of my favorite to bring up, Johnny Depp, his most recent divorce. He was only married to this woman for 18 months.
Truth is, Johnny Depp should have known better.
Yeah.
I like Johnny
I'm gonna
Depp,
get to that. But that divorce, 18 months marriage, cost him $7 million.
For real? long?
18 months.
I mean, that's not even a lot of his money, but still, why the hell did he have
Why
to pay
did he
her
give it
shit?
exactly? No, that she shouldn't have been able. She shouldn't have been entitled to anything.
What entitles
And then the
you?
thing
But
is,
you know what it
for
would've been-
him, for his fault, he should have did a prenup.
You want to know what's
I'ma
cheaper
get
than that?
That shit.
You want to know what's cheaper than all that shit?
Go ahead, son. Go ahead,
but I
son.
already
Go ahead.
know.
Go ahead.
Assassins.
I'm just about to say.
Yeah, y'all get on me about
Like
my
I
shit.
said,
I'm gonna
until
start
you
getting on
get
you about
caught.
yours.
Caught for doing what?
Hiring a hitman, conspiracy
Thank
to
you.
commit murder.
No.
It's
This-
felony conviction.
who says I'm not talking about assassination of character?
Oh,
This nigga.
Brian.
Moving right along.
Just saying.
The worst part was after she left him a millionaire, she wanted to upgrade. He wasn't good enough. She started fucking with Elon Musk. Or what's the nigga name? Elon
that's his
Musk?
name.
Yeah, a billionaire. Now
Really?
she's gonna try to see how much she can snake out of him. But
She married to him?
No, he had enough common sense.
Oh no, Elon Musk is really smart.
Nah, he did a pump and dump. He hit and quit. She was like, I'm not getting caught in your
Well,
game.
he was smart then.
Oh no,
And then the one that I really wanted to talk about, the Amazon guy.
Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos divorced his wife after several years of marriage. That divorce cost him, I think $200 and some odd billion.
No. It's 30. She got 30.
I couldn't remember the exact number.
32 billion, I believe.
She became the
Give or take. I'm
wealthiest
not
woman in the
100%
world.
on the number, but it was in the B's
And she became the fourth wealthiest person in the world
as a result of the divorce.
just by getting a divorce.
Okay, but the question is, if she
That's
no,
not
the
the question.
thing, no, I'm just gonna make this statement.
All right.
The thing is that if she was there from jump, from start, she is entitled to something.
You didn't call
Not
not one
half.
computer.
You don't know what they
You
did
didn't
behind
tell not
closed
one
doors.
joke. You
don't
didn't
know
throw
what
not
they
one
did.
basketball. You
don't
didn't
know
run for
that.
not one touchdown.
You don't know that.
You didn't earn a
You
motherfucking
don't
thing out
know
here.
that. You don't know that.
Let me ask you something.
You know, right?
You don't
know that.
know
Let me-
that.
No,
You don't
pumping
know that.
pumping out
We don't-
kids does not entitle you to
No,
money.
but the thing is you don't
My
know what
dog
she
can pump
helped
out
him
kids.
with.
Hey,
You
everybody,
don't know what she
calm
helped him
down,
with.
calm down.
She coded.
She don't. I don't give a flying
Did
fuck.
she program
She-
drones,
Who
nigga?
said 34 billion?
34 billion.
34 billion.
Let me
Thank
ask you this. You start
Not
a restaurant,
fucking half,
right?
though.
You said what?
You start a restaurant.
With me and my husband?
No, you
start a restaurant.
Okay.
Your husband work at Safeway, whatever the fuck.
The-
You start
It
working
doesn't matter.
day and night and day. You grinding this shit out. You build your restaurant. Your husband's doing whatever the fuck he's doing. You hire your employees. You're working from sun up to sundown. You're putting in your work. You're
And
working
he's
the
not helping
fryer.
me?
He's doing whatever he's doing. You build it up. Now you open up another restaurant. He's doing what he's doing.
No, he's at home watching the kids.
You're making now millions and millions of dollars. He decides he wants to get a divorce. Shit, he get half of your shit.
What are we getting a divorce for?
Doesn't fucking matter. Why is all
does
the
matter.
questions
No,
now?
it doesn't
It
matter.
matters.
Because
Okay,
you didn't
because-
give him enough attention.
No,
Because
no.
you was too busy.
Yeah.
You wasn't giving him enough
You
attention.
didn't give him enough attention. He fell out of love.
He felt he wasn't. Nigga, give me some. Give me some again, man. Thank you.
From
He fell out of love.
downtown.
He's
fell out of
heating
love.
up.
Should he get half your shit?
He deserves half, right?
So he didn't give me no input.
All the speculation, fucking
See, you're trying too
Nigga,
hard.
This is why I say
the
women.
thing is the difference. The thing is
Exactly,
he was
Mandy.
Wait,
No
wait,
one
but
should
if
be
he-
entitled to anything.
Thank you, man.
Bullshit.
Bullshit, right?
The
Bullshit.
thing is that if he's there to support me mentally, then he should be entitled to something.
Bullshit.
Why
If
wouldn't he?
this was you losing half of
he-
your shit,
If he's
if it's you losing half the shit you work for,
Half?
you would
I
be
didn't say
fighting
half.
this motherfucker.
That's
Okay.
I said entitled to some. I didn't say half.
Let's say your net worth is $8 million.
Okay.
The court, he's asking for $3 million. Are you comfortable with that?
I'm comfortable.
Okay, cool. You're
That's
still
you.
full of shit though, because there was
I'm
all this
comfortable with that.
speculation and all this other
But the
shit
thing is,
when
like
it was
you-
a reverse. If Stedman left Oprah, he could actually
ain't
sue
even
for
married.
palimony. It's
Oh,
palimony.
because
You've grown accustomed to a certain type of lifestyle.
right.
I'll give you one better. Hold on. Well, Mary J. Blige's
And I'll beat
husband.
that.
oh, now that was
When
that
he
was
left-
foul
See,
right
that's
there.
the one that
Why?
made
That
women
was
think about
foul.
it.
Why?
That was
Why?
the one that showed
That was
women,
foul.
okay, this is starting to sound like bullshit.
Why?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Why? He was a lesser
They
earning
got Mary
spouse.
J.
That he's been busting his ass with her for years, building her career. When he left, they like, oh, he's a bum. He needs to go get a job. But when all these women say they want to take from these men, there's no question about, well, she's entitled to half.
Wait a minute. correct me.
He was her
he-
manager.
But did he cheat on her?
What difference does that make?
fucking make?
Did he cheat on her?
Johnny Depp's wife cheated on him. So what?
Well, she shouldn't have been entitled to shit then.
Nobody should be entitled
Nobody's
to anything.
entitled
Is
to
the
anything.
point.
If you didn't help me
This is
build
my
this,
opinion. Now, if we done built something together from jump, then you should be entitled to something.
Okay,
If you
I'll
got
say
a ninth
this much.
grade education,
Listen, I'll
and
say-
he's a fucking computer program, what the fuck did you help build?
Listen,
You
hold
don't
on.
know what their
Hold on a
input
second.
was or what
This is-
ideas they
I
gave
like to
him
add
and
something to
things
this.
like
Yeah.
that.
Nobody is entitled to shit. Now,
You're married.
Listen for a second. No one is entitled to shit. But at the same time, if his wife was there at the beginning or whatever when he started said company, I don't feel like he should leave her high and dry.
Exactly.
That also doesn't mean she's entitled to half.
I didn't say half.
Well,
I
I'm
said
just saying.
something.
Well, a lot of people is like, oh, she should get half of that
No,
money.
it's not half, it's
It's not
something.
half. I'm saying you can't leave somebody high and dry. If y'all
Exactly.
built a life together at the same time, half ain't. No.
I'm not saying I'm giving.
It ain't
I'm
half.
not saying give the person half, but give them something.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure any decent person ain't gonna just be like, well, I'm worth $64 billion. See you later. You know what I mean? Any decent human being.
Well, I seen a.
Okay,
And it comes from
decent human
but you have
being,
to
people.
think, but y'all have
Decent
to
human
think
being.
too is that when people get divorced, what is their mental state?
Gives a fuck.
Your mental
What is
state
their mental state?
that differs
They're
from person
angry.
to person. That differs.
They want to be devious. They want to be all kind of
And
things.
they want to hit you where it hurts. And the only place they
Exactly.
can hurt you is in the pocket or with your kids.
Exactly.
But that's your.
and that comes
That's
from
not
both
right.
sides.
What were you about to say? 'Cause I
It's
don't
not
wanna listen
right,
to
but it
this
comes
no
in
more.
both sides.
What were you about to say, Rock?
I mean, it was something stupid. I mean, like I said, I've learned a lot from this 90-day fiance shit, bro. I've come to realize. I'm telling you, bro. So this motherfucker, he's 50 something. He brings a 19-year-old girl from the Philippines over, and the only way he's gonna marry her is through a prenup.
Yeah.
His lawyer read the fucking her lawyer read the prenup. It was just like,
No.
you can't sign this shit. Basically, if they got divorced, he just gonna leave her literally with the clothes on her back and hope she can get back to the Philippines.
For real?
Now that is fucked up.
No, it's
I
not.
will say.
No, it's not.
Well,
One.
first of all,
No, it's not.
The thing is he's 50 and she's 19.
Yeah,
What the fuck is that? That's just too
a whole
much of an
perverted
age
shit.
difference.
I agree 100%. That.
You know what? That's a perfect, thank you. That's a perfect segue into the next line I had. The courts are now throwing out prenuptial agreements.
What?
The courts,
Really?
these legal
Who did that? I
documents,
ain't
This
heard
is
that
why
shit.
men are
legal
going their
documents,
own way.
the courts are taking them, balling them up and say, oh, no, she gets half.
Really?
Yes.
Why? Because here's why. Here's the justification that they're using. They're saying that if you weren't duly advised by counsel prior to and during the signing of this document, then you didn't have knowledge of forethought, which means you didn't know enough not to sign this or to contest this. They're also saying that if it doesn't have what's called a sundown clause, which means it has to have an expiration date, they're saying this is not legally binding. They're saying that if this doesn't expire within so many days, Janet Jackson, for example, her fucking prenuptial agreement expired in 5 years of the date of marriage. She divorced this nigga exactly 5 years and 2 months
Really?
after. She got $500
I did
million.
not know that.
Yeah.
That billionaire?
And a kid.
$1 billion.
That
And they did.
billionaire?
Yep.
Yeah.
And you know she getting hella support.
Oh yeah.
Chris Rock is another one. His shit expired exactly 10 years from the date of marriage. His wife divorced him exactly 10 years and I think 10 years, 10 days.
Was it?
Quit playing.
Yep. 10 years, 10 days.
I did not know that.
These motherfuckers, the courts are. There was
say
a
there's not
billionaire.
a plot here.
I got last one. I'm sorry. There was a billionaire in Australia. He married this woman. They were married for I think I don't want to give a number because I don't know exactly. She signed a prenuptial agreement. Everybody agreed. They had witnesses. It was legally binding. He went to court. He thought, shit, I got a prenup. I'm good. The judge threw it out and said it's unfair because there's no reason she should only walk away with $50,000. He was just, here, you get $50,000, go do what you need to do, but get the fuck out of my life. He didn't have to give shit, but he's like, here's $50,000. Keep in mind he's a billionaire, so the judge said, it's unconstitutional. awarded her millions.
But how long was she with him though?
Why does that matter? Because Mary J.
Because
Blige,
the thing
nobody
is,
takes
but the
Mary J.
thing
Blige's
is that
husband into consideration.
once you with someone for so long and you get accustomed to a certain living, so you're supposed to go back to where you just came from.
So am I supposed to keep supporting you for the rest of your life?
No, just give me some money.
Why?
Just give you
Why
some
don't
money.
you get your
Give
own?
it to me. I mean, the smart. You know what the thing
Assassins
is.
are cheaper.
The smart thing to do is while you're with him is to create your own business that's going to
really
get you
is.
some income. So if
Yeah.
anything ever
There you go.
happens,
Yeah.
That would be the smart
That
thing
would
to
be
do.
the
that's what I'm
smart
saying.
thing.
But how many people do that
would.
shit?
I would do
Why
that.
don't you go manage
because
you a
you'll never know
Starbucks
what's
that I
gonna
bought?
happen. So I'm be like, look, baby, I need this. Can you help me start my
That's what I meant by
business?"
not leaving somebody high and dry. At the same time, you ain't entitled to shit.
See, I think if you're gonna come into it, you need to have equal
Footing.
shit.
But it's not always
You know,
gonna be equal.
I would take a page out of
Then
the
you need to
guy.
find somebody on your playing field.
Oh my
Listen, I would take a page out of the guy who was going to marry Mariah Carey and just be like,
Ghost that bitch.
no.
Ghost that bitch.
Here's some money for you to get your punk ass back to America. Keep that bullshit ring I got you.
What happened with Mariah Carey?
He's like,
She was engaged to a billionaire.
Oh, that billionaire.
Yeah.
bought
He
her-
gave her that ring.
Yeah.
$10 million
Keep
ring.
that
I
shit.
wonder what happened with that. What did
He ran.
Left.
He realized she was a piece of
He
shit.
bounced.
He told her keep the ring. She was like, I'm keeping it anyway, and he went the fuck back to Australia.
Really? I didn't know that.
Here's what I want women and I want people to think about, but mostly women. You always, and that's the first argument they always make. Well, what happened? What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to get a job? I got accustomed to this lifestyle. Let me ask you this. You've accustomed to this lifestyle. You've grown accustomed to it. You're used to it. What happens if that company crashes tomorrow? Mm-hmm. What are you gonna do then?
Mm-hmm.
That's why she should have got.
No,
she should have
no.
created her
Answer
a
the
nest
question.
egg.
That's not an answer. What are you gonna do if that company crashes tomorrow? Your lifestyle changes with this man. Let's say you don't get divorced. Let's say you stay together. That company crashes tomorrow. The stock bottoms out. It's not worth shit no more. Then what you gonna do?
Shit, we're gonna start over and rebuild. Well, a real woman would.
So why can't you
A money-hungry
So why can't you
person.
do that if you decide I don't want to be in
Like
this
I
marriage anymore?
said.
Why can't you start over and rebuild?
Like I said, if she's smart, then she would have invested in some things herself
No, y'all
instead
full
of
shit.
just relying on him during the marriage. That way she can have a nest egg to fall back on. But
That's
see,
not a
women
bad
don't
idea.
think like that.
Aha. You said it.
But
Not
it's
me.
true. It's true.
I know it's true.
A smart woman would do that.
I know.
But
A smart woman, this is what a smart woman would do. A smart woman would be the biggest fucking cheerleader that ever lived
Yeah.
when she got this dude who's out here getting it.
Stay in shape.
You know what I'm
Don't
saying?
get fat.
That, I mean, I'm not gonna say anything about the
real?
staying in shape part. I'm gonna say
What
that
more do you
she-
have to do?
That's
Stay in
really-
shape. Don't get fat. Don't be bitchy. What more do you got to do? If your man is taking care of home,
I mean, you got Jeff
and his-
Bezos money. Ain't like you got to
You
clean
got
the
Jeff
crib.
Bezos. It ain't like, yeah, you've got fucking
You know what I'm
amazing.
saying?
All you gotta do is not get fat,
You can afford slaves now.
fucking, and keeping that a positive
I'm
attitude.
just saying, you can.
So, suck some dick. It's not hard. You keep
like
staring
y'all
at me
don't
like
gain
that.
weight.
It don't fucking matter. If I got Jeff Bezos money, I could be 450 fucking pounds. I'm still
But so
gonna have.
we're supposed to be comfortable with y'all gaining all that damn weight while we in shape.
Nigga, my wallet says I'm
It doesn't
185
matter.
pounds.
You're attractive, but y'all want us to do it.
Yes, that's your job.
It should be equal.
Women are attracted to
I'm
what a
not
man has.
See,
Men are
I'm
attracted
not-
to how way women look.
See, I'm all for.
And we not attracted to how men look.
I'm all for not
Donald Trump.
leaving a woman high and
I ain't
dry
got
in
nothing
that
to do because he
situation.
ugly as hell.
But at the
He's a
same
fucking
time,
billionaire and he gets
we
grabbed by
don't
the
need
pussy.
to go through this court for you to get what I feel like you should have just to sustain your life. I'm sitting on B's, it's nothing for me to be like, all right, here's 10 million. You know what I'm saying? For you to start your life over. You should not have to ask me for shit else after that.
I wouldn't.
You gotta-
Give me
I mean,
$10
you
million
would. I mean, you shouldn't.
Comments are hilarious.
I'm just saying. That's what I mean. That's me saying, okay, I loved her. You're not in love. That don't mean I want to see her fucked up. But at the same time, I'm not giving her $10 billion. Are you
10 million, I'd be happy with that.
Are you
Shit.
insane? You know what I'm
But I'd be
saying?
happy with that.
But you would be happy with that. There's a lot of bitter
It's
females.
greed,
No, I'm
though.
saying- exactly.
Greed and bitterness.
All
Thank
they
you.
see
Greed
is the
and
dollar
bitterness.
signs.
bitterness.
And this
And
is
they're
why men
mad.
are not even fucking with marriage anymore.
Exactly.
That's why they just said, fuck it, we're not doing this.
Were you about to say something, cuz?
Go ahead. Are you talking about Jennifer?
No.
Oh.
Go ahead, though.
I don't know. She says in some relationships, they might agree for one to stay at home with the kids or whatnot. Should the one who stays at home entitled to the money as well?
You are entitled to something.
It's like I just said.
If you
Yes.
stay at home caregiver,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure you're taken care of.
Exactly.
But I'm not going to put you in a position where you now become the fourth wealthiest person in the world.
That's all
You
I'm saying.
didn't earn that. I'm gonna make sure you're comfortable. I'm gonna make sure you're stable. I'm not gonna make you the wealthiest woman in the world
Just 'cause
because
you were
all
married
you
to me.
did was push out my crotch fruit. That's all you did. You did not.
It's okay to
How
say
much is
babies,
childbirth
Jay.
worth? Yeah, no. But a surrogate only costs you $50,000 one time.
She
Let's
still
say-
got to take care of the kids.
Let's say you have 3. Okay, how much is a nanny? A nanny makes about $38,000 a year. That's only until the kid goes to school age.
But still, in my opinion, you cannot.
you do the math, that shit only adds
but
up
the
to about
thing is that You
$500,000.
cannot talk about that situation because you don't know what happened behind closed doors.
But you are, and you don't.
No, but I'm just saying if it happened a certain way, then she should be entitled. But the thing
What's a
is
certain
that
way? What's that certain way?
you don't
Keep using the
know.
word entitled. I hate that word.
Entitlement.
Yeah.
Like I said, and I'm gonna say it again.
Horseshit.
You don't know what happened behind closed doors. She might have gave him that idea, or whatever the case may be, and they built it together. And he could have just said, "Well, I just built it myself," and not give her no credit. You don't know what happened behind closed doors,
Madame Curie took credit
That's a
for
good
her
point.
husband's research.
but you don't.
No, I think that's a good
When he
point.
died.
At the same time, I don't like the word entitled. That's what all I'm saying.
If she helped him with that business, she's entitled.
Well, but who's to say how much help?
And
You know what I'm saying? What happened behind closed doors?
But I'm just saying.
And
Like
what-
picking the kids up from school or whatever. Like that's help.
And what?
You know what I'm
And
saying?
what, and what great idea has a
They your
woman never
kids too,
come
but
up
you
with?
just gonna leave them there because
What?
I'm busy.
Besides the hot comb, which men don't use, what idea has a woman ever come up with?
A lot of shit.
Like what? Name
And then
10.
use
Hold
hot
on, I gotta
combs.
Google it. I'm gonna text you
Exactly,
right
you
now.
fucking horse shit. I give you $100. You name 10 right now.
Hold on.
10 in 10 seconds. No, don't Google shit.
I can't Google it.
No, hell no. Name
I
10.
can't think of it
Name
right
10.
now. You put me on the spot.
Because there's not 10.
There's a lot of stuff
I
that
can
us
name
women
10.
done came
I can
up
name
with.
10 in this fucking room. Computers. His hat. Textiles. Motherfucker. The cotton gin.
It's really comfortable.
Caller
drawers I'm
ID.
sitting in.
The lady invented the caller ID. A black lady at that.
When was the last time you actually
She
looked at a
fucking
caller
lied.
ID?
On your phone
No,
when
no, no,
somebody
no, no, no.
when somebody
When was the last
call
time you had a caller
when
ID?
somebody call
It's
you.
outdated technology. Just
I
like the
don't
fucking
care,
hot
but you
comb.
just
Hey.
Just like everything else women
I
in
think we're
the
getting off topic though.
Sorry, yeah, I went there.
Bring it back.
shit.
Let's bring it back in.
So I guess, yeah. With that, we'll
I
bring
think
it back.
women are
Sorry.
smart.
With
That's
that
right.
being said, fuck you, nigga. With that being said, with society providing little to no protection for men, there's nothing to safeguard men in this day and age from divorce rate, from everything else. Can you understand why men are kind of going their own way and saying, fuck this marriage shit?
I can understand because I didn't seen some stuff personally
See?
that it didn't work out and then the man always get fucked. But then what I seen as well also is that the woman is so bitter. That is the reason why. To me, in my opinion, if both the people was on the same page when they get divorced, then it wouldn't be an issue. If there was no bitterness, if there was no anger and things like that,
If they're on the same page, likelihood is that they're not going to get
because
divorced.
people can still get divorced.
It happens
and
once in a while.
I think what she's
People-
saying is
Once in a
if
while.
people
They just don't
didn't
like each
get
other.
married with ulterior motives,
exactly.
Okay.
which I agree with, which is why I understand why men are going their own way.
I can shoot that down in like a few sentences. Dikembe Mutombo, Scottie Pippen, half the NBA.
Well,
They all
I'm
married
sure-
to dimes.
Well, I'm saying that's what
really
I'm
think
saying
this
about
bitch
getting
married you
married with
because she likes your
ulterior motives.
personality?
Though. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
They married with ulterior motives.
But are we talking about rich people, or are we talking about just?
Well, she married.
Any man of means, any man of substance.
That's what I'm saying, though. I mean, they got married with ulterior motives, and you cannot tell me otherwise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Why else?
mean,
why
because
else
they're
would?
rich.
Why else would Scott? No, I'm saying why else would Scottie Pippen's wife marry him when he's at the top of his game, and then try to leave him now that he's older and he's not making as much money now? Did she marry him because she really loved Scottie Pippen, or did she marry the image that Scottie Pippen was?
She married the image,
Exactly. That's what I mean.
and he should have knew that.
We all know Heidi Klum didn't think fucking Seal was
was
sexy.
gorgeous, yeah.
Come on, man, get the fuck out of here with
You
that.
said what?
Jay-Z.
In Heidi
Seal.
Klum's defense, she was already famous before that, though.
Yeah, I give her that. Yeah.
Yeah, but still.
Look,
I'm just saying, and nobody knew who the hell Larsa Pimp. I fucked her name up. Larsa?
who the fuck is that?
That's Scottie Pippen's wife.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
Look at all
Nobody
the-
know who she was.
Look at every reality TV show. It's bullshit, and it's only because of the men that they fucked. That's the measure of these broads. Basketball bitches. Y'all are only here because
Are
Y'all
any
was
of those
married to
bitches
somebody.
married to basketball players?
They were.
they were. Well, two of them
Are they
were, I
currently
think.
married
No,
to
I
them?
think they're mostly
because I feel like they
divorced.
should be off the fucking show. If
There's
they're not.
some
It's
of them that are
mostly
still
divorced.
married, but a
I don't
lot
know, I
of
ain't
them
never
are
watched that
mostly
bullshit.
unmarried.
Then why the fuck would I care about
Because
anything
they
they had
had
to say?
kids by fucking professional athletes.
But why would I give a shit?
Why are these people famous? It's because they fucked the right guy.
All the housewives.
All the housewives. You're in position because you fucked the right person,
So-
except for one or two of them. But
yeah,
what's
that's it.
this other bullshit? The hip hop and
Love and hip hop?
Thank you. That poor shit.
Bullshit.
You bitches do nothing. You just are famous because you had a kid by Fabulous, or you fucking Jim Jones, or that's your claim to fame.
It's ridiculous.
But let me ask you this: so are y'all going off based off famous people and what they've lost, or are you going by personal?
I'm using these for example.
Famous
No,
people
but
are
I'm
just good
asking y'all.
examples. Famous people are just good examples because people already know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
This shit is happening to people in family courts around the country and the UK. I mean, people are getting railroaded in this shit. I'm just saying. What?
Comment. Sorry.
What?
Just
Anywho,
really comment.
but no, this is happening to men all over the country. That's why more men are just saying F marriage. I'll
Is
go
that
live
why
my
I haven't
life
found my
on my
husband
own.
yet?
Yes. Yes. Exactly it. Exactly it.
Is what?
You know your
I said, is that
core
why I haven't found my husband yet?
Yes.
I mean, they're less likely to take that risk, especially if they got the bread.
I mean, but the thing is that I'm not a materialistic person. I'm not.
Doesn't
a
matter.
You are not a materialistic person.
If I meet
How the hell are
15
we supposed to
girls-
know whether what you're saying is honest or not?
Because
Exactly.
the thing is that my actions.
Okay, but your
tell you
actions
a
may
lot.
look the same as somebody else.
Exactly.
They might just be sitting there chomping at the bit, waiting for you to
pounce.
slip just a little bit so they can take your ass to the divorce court and get half that bread that they was looking at the whole time.
Well, see, the reason why I've never been married before is because I value marriage.
Yeah, I do too.
The thing is that once I get married, I'm not getting a divorce.
Yeah.
You need to sit your ass down on that couch. We gonna talk this shit out.
Assassins
And
are
that's
cheaper.
it.
There you go.
That's me.
Like I
But
said.
like I said, I view marriage like our parents did.
Exactly.
But like today's society, they don't.
I
They
mean,
get
I
married
view-
for all the wrong reasons.
I view marriage not as I view marriage as the beginning of a new family.
Yeah.
Hence why I've never been married and I don't have any kids. Because I knew if I was gonna have all that, I knew it had to be I felt like it had to be within a marriage. Because this is our family. This has got to be some ride or die shit. Like you said, we together now. So sit your punk ass on that couch so we can work this bullshit out.
I mean, that's real shit. That's like,
But if the shit does, shit does take off, and I'm doing big things, and I get married, and you talking about I want to leave, that's fine. You can leave. You ain't taking half. Not of your boy's hard-earned shit.
Not if she supported you and all that.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm not saying half,
She
but I'm
ain't getting
saying
half.
you ain't gonna give her nothing.
I didn't say I wouldn't give it. I said already that I'm not for leaving somebody high and dry.
Right.
At the same time, you're not leaving with half.
So what if she invests the same amount that you did?
Well, that's a business deal. Of course, you're entitled to whatever you invested into
So
that
are you
business
gonna write
deal.
this on paper?
It's already going to be written on paper. If you invest in a business, that's something totally different than just getting married. That's not the same thing.
Right, there's no
If I got
feelings.
he's my business partner. Right now.
But what I'm saying
You know
is,
what I'm saying?
y'all
It's
see,
not-
as y'all like the Amazon guy, he didn't put on paper. Them two didn't put on paper anything.
So she don't
still got
deserve
half.
shit.
But what I'm saying is, what I'm asking is this something that he would do?
What? Give her half of my money?
What I'm
No,
saying.
he wouldn't
Okay.
want to give her
Do you
half.
understand what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna leave her fucked up.
Wait, I know what she's saying.
Personally.
She's saying in
But how do you know to believe
in
that?
hindsight? What she's saying that in hindsight, basically, if you think, do you think now, knowing what Jeff Bezos knows now, do you think he would have married her, knowing what he knows now,
No. Hell no.
or would he have had something in place?
Like in writing, something in
Something
writing.
in
Well,
writing.
of course he would.
Okay.
If he
Because-
knew what he knew now and he still didn't do it, that's on his dumb ass
See,
thing.
here's what you got.
Fuck him.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
mean,
great
come on.
point. Here's what you got to understand. A lot of people think ideas are born early on. Now that shit don't come to you in your late 30s, early 40s, and that's part of the problem you gonna have. Is, do you mind if I tell your age, or you
No, go ahead.
like you're 42, right?
43.
43. I'm sorry. Okay, you're 43. So at this age, for you to find a quality man that you can commit to and build something with is gonna be difficult, because one, either he's already taken, or he's so focused on his goal that he's not gonna be focused on you. Because at this age, we ain't chasing pussy. We chasing goals and money
Yeah.
I'm
and
doing
retirement.
the same thing.
Exactly. But you're gonna have to understand that you literally are gonna go all the way on the back burner. You are gonna be a complete afterthought until those goals are met, those bills are paid, and everything is achieved that I've been working towards, because we are running out of time. So that's how any guy you meet now is gonna be thinking right now. So if you can live with that,
But the thing is
And if
that
you
we're
can
on
let
the
'em
same
know, hey,
page,
I'm
so
here
why
for you.
can't we do it together?
because we naturally have that instinct where we're provision and protection. That's what we do. That's what we offer. Provision, protect. We protect, we provide. I'm not really worried about what you bring to the table, especially not at this age. Because anything at this stage, anything I got on my own. Anything I'm gonna get from here, I'm gonna get on my own. I don't want nobody else's hand in the cookie jar when it's time to divvy up.
Okay, so that's
Just-
my mental state as well. So
That's your mental state. Great. You build yours over there.
See, the issue.
I'll build mine over here.
The issue that keeps coming
just
up
sit there and look
of
pretty
what
and don't get
you
fat.
would do. I mean, I get that. That's cool. I even appreciate it. But you don't speak for all women.
no, I don't.
In fact, you don't speak for most women. While we keeping it 100, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm sure there's
I mean,
a
I
lot
just
of
look
women
at
out
things
there
differently.
who are like you, and that's the kind of woman I'm looking for.
But the thing is that we
But-
get overlooked.
Yeah, well, so do decent
So does
guys.
a decent dude.
But I mean, that doesn't say that there aren't guys who aren't assholes. Just like there aren't any women that are money grubbing bitches. If I'm down here in the trenches now, building up my shit,
Don't try to jump on my
who
shit
are
now.
you? Not you specifically, but who are you to come in now and say, you know what? I loved you for them 5 years. You should have to pay me for the rest of my life.
That's not fair.
No shit, it ain't fair. No fucking shit. It
No,
ain't
that's not
fair.
fair.
No, it ain't fair. That's why I always make my joke. That's why I always make that joke. It's supposed to be funny at the same time. It's real as shit. Because in the long run, it is cheaper.
Well, and I think too, when you're trying to find a companion that's right for you. I mean, when do you do that? That's why we have all these fucking apps.
Man.
You know
What, the
I'm
dating
saying?
apps?
The dating apps.
Those are
because
so full of shit. I done been on those.
They are, but who's going? Where are you meeting folks at? I mean, is it at work? Is it at the gym? Or you know what I'm saying? It's so hard to find somebody nowadays.
You're right. I totally
It's
agree.
just like, cause if you're on your grind, you focus. You ain't
You're
even,
right.
You know, that's why motherfuckers go to that app. Cause they so quick. All right, let me just swipe, put that down. Ding. All right, let's hook
You're
up.
right, because
Blah,
I'm
blah,
on the
blah.
dating apps.
So you
Yeah,
I'm on the
understand?
dating
You
apps,
looking
but
for,
you know
you looking
how
for a
many
husband or
assholes-
trim?
That's just
I'm looking for a
thing.
husband.
You looking for a husband on the
I'm
dating
looking
app?
for-
Tinder?
Yes, and
I'm gonna tell you what my
Tinder?
dad told me. Go to church.
Yeah, them
man, there's
church
so many
hoes
damn
is fucking.
hypocrites
You
in
saw I
church.
rolled my eyes,
Them
right?
church
There's so
hoes
many.
is fucking,
And
man.
no, the thing is that there's so many hypocrites
Exactly.
in church,
I
and
fucking-
so many
yes.
hoes in church.
Real talk.
Real shit.
No shit.
Them hoes, them were real hoes.
hoes
They
ain't
praise
loyal.
Jesus and fuck
They praise.
immediately after. They
They
get your hand in the church
They
parking
be
lot.
praising Jesus
Let's
in
go
the
have a
same
threesome
outfit they just
and-
picked up off my floor a few
Right.
hours ago.
All right.
Let's have a threesome, then go teach Sunday school. You lousy bitch.
Lord and Lord.
Trying to repent.
That's why I
Right.
love Jesus. That's why I don't go to church. I ain't finna be that
Yeah.
hypocrite up in
Yeah.
there.
Damn, nigga.
Yeah,
I got
saying
the church. I
saying
ain't
I'm
shit
sorry
either.
that God might
I ain't
wash
shit.
away the sin, but not the shame.
Hey, oh, you know what? I'm sorry. That's a great point, brother. We gotta go in before we get too far
Oh my
left.
goodness.
We gotta go into her story a little.
Oh yeah.
we supposed to
do-
start with that.
Damn, I forgot
I
about
did
this. You
too,
even
man.
told me that. But no, definitely, please tell us this story that I've
sorry.
been like waiting to hear. I
Yeah,
don't,
because I just
What
got.
story?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I got a
Jay
crazy
said
message.
Jay said you had like a really good story to
I got
tell,
you.
and I want to hear it.
Allow me to reintroduce our guest. Her name is Silky. Oh, she's a mother. She's also a biker. She's avid in the MC community, and she's also the daughter of a retired pimp.
Well,
I don't know if he's retired yet, though.
God damn, nigga,
still
I was
in the
trying to
game?
say retired so they wouldn't.
your daddy's still in the game? Oh, I got to hear about this shit.
Hey.
Her father managed Ladies of the Night. I don't like pimp. It sounds offensive. He managed the Ladies
He
of
was
the
a
Night.
manager.
Yeah, that's it.
Like I was telling you before, I can remember when I was staying at his house and the hoes used to come over to the house and knock on the door and ask, was he there? I remember going, picking some of them up and taking them to different places and stuff like that. I remember them coming, like I said, all over to the house, all kind of things. So I pay attention to a lot of stuff. So with that going on, the type of woman that I am is I understand men a lot just by that situation and me growing up as the only female, growing up with my brothers in the neighborhood and stuff like that. And then in the motorcycle community too, a lot of the guys are drawn to me because they tell me a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, like a whole bunch of stuff. And y'all know y'all do.
Yeah, we ain't shit. We bikers, we ain't shit.
So, I store that and keep it in mind. So, people would say I act too much like a dude, have dude mentality.
Well, growing up around guys, that happens.
Yeah. So I guess that's the reason why I'm still single too.
I don't get that sense
What?
from
What's
you.
that?
Like that dude saying. No,
Well, that's because you don't know me.
Shit, me.
yeah.
You don't know me.
Oh yeah.
That's why.
Hang out a little while.
Anywho, go. Please tell your story.
Let me ask, does it make it difficult to date? Like, do you recognize game immediately as soon as the
Oh,
dude
yes.
starts?
Yes.
As soon as he opens his mouth? You know, let me tell you about the essence of you. So, oh, fuck out of here.
I don't like a man. I mean, thank you for the compliments and stuff like that, but with you
Listen close,
consistently
fellas.
and constantly telling me that, a woman doesn't want to hear that all the time. I mean, we want to hear it periodically and stuff, but you just, oh, you're so beautiful and this, that, the other, and you're constantly saying and not going anywhere else. We don't want to hear that. And then the thing is we don't want to hear a man speak about himself all the time.
Oh yeah.
I know someone personally who talks about himself all the time, doesn't ask me about myself or anything, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Is you not gonna ask
That's
about
just
me?
annoying.
It
Nice.
is.
Sounds extremely self-centered. But
Yeah.
Thank you. So yeah, I done learned a lot from my brothers in the MC community and everything. Like I said, I pay attention to everything.
Did you ever see anything crazy? Like you ever see a dad heat up a coat hanger on the stove? Or
No.
you ever see him slap a bitch because she was $5 short?
No, because
He gorilla pimped and choked a bitch?
No, I didn't.
I was
heard him cuss
ask
I heard him cuss a few of them out.
Okay.
Were you there that day? We seen that on Anthony and Pettit when we seen the pimp chasing the chick with the one shoe.
For real?
And he was mad. He said,
Fire dad.
Salute.
he lost the shoe at some point in time. That nigga was mad. He said, bitch, if you don't get back here, give me this money. And she was gone. That bitch was gone down, Anthony.
I
Strolling.
Rolling.
I gotta ask that. Does that change the way you like view women growing up? Like knowing what they did for a living, knowing he could have been heating up coat hangers on stoves. Did that change it sounds funny, Mom.
It wasn't doing that. I know he wasn't doing that.
But does that change the way you looked at women, knowing like
what you mean change?
Like daddy tell you don't be like these hoes out here, and then he go in the back room and choke them out. Does that change the way you look at women?
Slap the shit out of a hoe?
Baby powder.
You ever see that?
No.
You never see him do that?
No.
So all that shit we see on TV is just like cliche
My
bullshit.
dad had a whole bunch of girls, so no.
He ain't never had to slap the shit out of one of them to warn the rest of them.
Somebody was late one time, and trust me, it wasn't at home, but she got slapped.
I don't know.
She got slapped.
Is Wayne Brady going to choke a bitch?
About to bust out the fucking coat hangers in this month.
I don't know.
I'm just saying.
He never told me about any stories about that.
For all y'all
He's
wondering,
not gonna tell me.
her dad was
I'm
an
his
American
daughter.
pimp. He was the light skinned one, an American
Hell
pimp.
nah.
So you didn't? Okay. Well, I just always wondered, like growing up in a pimp household, how that affected you.
That didn't affect me anyway.
You just got the game early and knew.
Did it feel like he had a bunch of moms?
No.
Them hoes wasn't staying at the crib.
They sure wasn't. Thank you.
I know some people.
Them's is hoes. They not.
I know some people keep
In fact, it was a violation for you to come to my house,
he had
bitch.
multiple houses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had the regular house for the family, then he
Thank
had the
you.
house for the hoes. You know what I'm saying?
'Cause I knew a pimp in
And then
Atlanta.
your brothers was
all them
assistant
bitches lived
pimps.
up in there.
Right?
No.
No?
My brothers are not his kids.
Oh, okay.
So you the only girl?
No, I have other sisters.
Okay.
They're older than me. I'm the youngest.
Oh, the baby. And your dad is how old?
70.
He's still pimping at 70?
Bruh.
That's why I
This
asked.
nigga's game is tight.
Nigga, you on dialysis
I'ma
and
tell y'all, my
oxygen
dad
still
used to
getting
tell
it.
me. He said, if they ain't white, they ain't right.
What, the pimp? The hoes or the fucking
He
Johns?
said, if they ain't white, they ain't right.
Oh damn, he had them bitches twisted in the game. If
He said
if he's
told
70
me,
and still
he told
pimping
me
hoes,
that he can tell, he can pick out them. Just it's a certain look
he
that
can
they
pick
have.
out which one is gonna be what's gonna be a really valuable hoe and who's
Come on,
gonna
man, your dad-
he's gonna be able to subjugate
me that.
Every
basically.
pimp need a snow bunny.
He had
Every
a
pimp
he had a
whole
team of
bunny.
snow bunnies apparently.
That's
He
what
had
I'm
a team
saying,
of snow
man.
bunnies.
What you asking for?
Your dad on dialysis.
My dad is not on that.
He's an oxygen tank pimp.
He is
He's
not.
still pulling
No,
the
he
tank.
don't. No, he's not.
He in his 70s.
My daddy is still
buddies.
walking and driving and
And still
everything.
got hoes
Motherfucker has
going.
lived an entire life of leisure.
He's from down south. My aunties and them is like
That
in the
motherfucker
90s.
that motherfucker ain't never worked a day in his life.
Are you mixed? You mixed. Okay.
He ain't never worked a day in his
mix?
life.
That's what's up, mix.
Now, don't take this the wrong
mixed,
way, but
mixed kid unite shit.
your mother
No,
was
my
never
mother
an
was
employee,
never.
right?
No.
I had to ask.
She told me, she said he tried, but she said she wasn't going for that shit.
Try to turn your mama out. Dirty motherfucker. No, I'm just kidding. That nigga's a fucking role model. For real.
I love it, man.
He can school, he can.
Nigga, I've tried. For the people at home, I've been begging this man for about a week.
He's not coming.
He won't come on the show. I've offered him money.
He's not coming.
Now that I know, if I offer him a white bitch,
He's not coming.
there you go.
He's not.
What if he
She
just
young and
block
tender.
out his face? What about that?
I've asked
he's
that.
not coming.
I've asked that.
He's like,
He said he's not coming.
well, he was like, man, the game is to be sold, baby.
No.
Shit.
Fuck your free podcast.
Fuck
nigga.
your podcast,
Right,
nigga. Set these hoes out. Set these niggas out to starve, baby.
I'm offering 3 corn-fed white girls. I offer 3 corn-fed white girls
No.
to do it as he please.
I always wondered, did like pimps? Wouldn't it be advantageous for pimps to build like gyms in the whole house, keep his hoes in shape?
I know, right?
I would think so. I don't know.
I want to ask
I mean,
you a
they
question.
walk a lot.
Is it
nigga.
easier to
I'm just
pimp
saying.
white girls or is it
Yeah,
easier
but
to
you know what I'm
pimp
saying?
black
You gotta do
chicks?
strength
Apparently
training too. You gotta
Apparently
build
white
muscle,
girls, yeah.
build muscle,
Bro, this
build,
is
burns fat.
pimping is pimping, bro. Yeah.
It just depends
It
on the
don't
mental
matter
state of the
the-
woman.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it don't matter white or black.
A chick gotta be twisted up in the game
It's something
to
that
go
she
out
exactly.
and fuck some dude, get paid,
and
and
give
then
him-
bring that money back to another motherfucker.
I ain't doing that no shit like that.
Shit.
If I'm gonna hoe,
I'm a hoe for myself.
right, I'm
No.
an independent contractor.
No, because you think about it, that pimp is offering protection.
Fuck
Yes,
that. I
I
protect
get that.
myself.
You ain't got to do nothing but
But I'm
worry
a
about.
dude.
Protect
You ain't got
myself.
to. You ain't got to worry about
I ain't
light
worried about
bill, gas
protection.
bill. You ain't got to do nothing but go out, get in, come home, and you
No.
cool.
That's what guns
So
are
pimping
for.
makes perfect sense to me. Pimping is that's why they call him daddy, because you basically are getting a father figure and a man all in one, taking care of the household.
Yeah, but
all you
this
got to
dude
do
is-
is go get it
This
and
dude
bring
is
it
getting
back.
a majority of the
Fuck
money
that.
though.
Yeah, I'm
Pimping
not
makes
feeling it.
perfect sense to me. You
Yeah,
don't fuck anyway, so you
pimping
might as well
makes
get
sense
paid.
in the sense of like how they got like if you look at an establishment like the Bunny Ranch.
Bunny Ranch.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's
It's the
makes
same
sense.
fucking thing.
Well, I'm
not.
saying,
It is.
I
They got a house
partially
with-
agree
a
with you.
roof over their
What I'm
head.
saying is, I partially agree with you.
But they get a percentage
They
at the
get-
Bunny Ranch.
they
These
get
bitches don't get a
more.
percentage
No,
too.
if you
no, not
pimping,
a
you're
pimp.
not getting
For
a
the most
percentage.
part,
You're
yeah.
giving all your money to him.
No, that bitch
He's giving you a
that
small
bitch,
allowance.
exactly. It's the same thing. A fucking percentage. It's still a piece.
But
No.
I'm saying at the Bunny Ranch, you're getting the majority of your money.
No,
You
they're
just-
not.
You
Yes,
sure?
they
Yes,
do.
you
Yeah,
are.
do. That's how
Yes,
that-
you are.
That shit
look
is
that
a
up,
60-40 split.
No,
No, it isn't, man.
you getting majority
No,
of
you
your
getting a
money.
majority.
you gotta
money.
you gotta pay to the house because
Yeah.
they gotta keep it clean,
Right.
security, that
They
type
pay
of
that
shit.
little bit.
And they
okay.
pay your doctor bills and everything.
All that
all
shit.
that shit. So the Bunny
It's a
Ranch
little
is-
different.
yeah.
I'll say I partially agree with you
Oh, y'all
because
nasty.
all of you motherfuckers
Fucking
gotta give all this shit. Don't
I'm not
give them
giving
that
up
bread.
a goddamn dime.
Right.
You
feel me?
can't see the perks, the benefit of being out on the street and having somebody watching
No.
your back.
Fuck that.
If I was on the streets, I want somebody watching my back. I see the perks of
He
it.
ain't getting in the car with him. They
But
driving
it's
that
follow-
I know
fucking way.
exactly, and they driving off. They can kill you after
It's
they
not
get
like
done.
they driving
He
hundreds
gonna, he
of
gonna
miles
find your
away.
ass on the road, on the side of the
This
road.
nigga got 10 bitches out here, each one getting in a different car. You telling me he gonna protect all 10 of these bitches?
Exactly.
Nah, nigga, get out of here
ain't
with
think
that
so.
shit.
Don't matter, man. Damn, nigga, why
Fuck
you
a
take this
pimp.
shit personal, nigga?
God, nigga, these folks get your own money. Fuck a pimp.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Fuck all
The
y'all.
more you know.
I know, right? Like a starfish.
But anyway, that's a very interesting story, and we appreciate you sharing that with us. It's past. We went way beyond the hour mark.
we
on
way
this
beyond?
one.
For
Yeah,
real?
yeah, we were way beyond. But that's cool though, because we run this shit, and we can go as long as we really want. Usually we just try to keep it under an hour, but fuck it. We had such a good time today. And today was such a great conversation. We got to learn about pimps today. That was cool. We got to learn why guys are going their own way. It makes more sense than what people are saying it does, because everybody's caught up in the traditional type of lifestyle of being married and family and all that stuff, which is stuff that I think we all want that. But with the way society is set up,
It's hard.
it's a fucking pitfall. That's for sure. If you get the wrong chick, your ass ain't gonna be nowhere.
I was just like
you
to
get
say,
the wrong dude too.
Well,
love
yeah, that
my
goes
wife.
without saying.
Thank
But
you.
men just by gender are forced to be held accountable, even when they don't want to be. So
Can you hold on for one second?
What?
He needs to do his fucking disclaimer again.
disclaimer
That-
on what?
He leans in and says, "Go ahead, do your.
I
Go
just
ahead,
said
did you already?
What?
I love my wife.
Fuck you and your happiness, nigga. She ain't going nowhere.
I applaud you.
Fuck all that. She ain't
Whatever,
going nowhere.
motherfucker.
You could
Anyway.
have said
You are a man
You could have
scorned.
said have neck bones on
You're
the
a
table
man
when I get
scorned.
home. I'm not
That's what it
scorned. There's
seemed
no
like to
scorning.
me.
I'm not scorned. I'm aware.
Really?
I'm aware. That's
Hey.
all it is. I
Hey.
know my value.
You
I know
motherfuckers
my
can have
value.
this conversation
Hold on,
after we wrap.
I'm gonna say this and then
because
I'm done.
this is no
I
pertinence
know
here.
my value and I know what I'm not willing to put up with. That's all. I'm not scorned at all. I just know what I'm not willing to take horse shit.
Okay.
All right. With all that being said, all right, y'all done. Okay.
Thank you, everybody. Any final thought?
My final thought is, I get. I mean, it's not something that I want to do, and some people might say I'm purple pill for that shit. But whatever. I mean, we all have the way we want to go through life, right? So I mean, I still got hope of meeting the right woman and having family and all that other stuff. That's the goal, the future goal. But I understand why. I understand why people are doing this, because with all the court cases and family court backed up the yin yang, with guys getting reached into their buttholes and getting their whole lives pulled out from what I'm saying. I get it, but that's not to say that there aren't anybody decent out there that it's at least worth marrying. With that being said, anybody else got something to say instead of telling me what I should say?
You tell me I can say that. Start saying crotch fruit. I can say kids, nigga. You did correct my shit, so I can correct you.
In order to have a happy marriage, get a bi chick.
Get a what?
Whatever, nigga.
Bisexual. I go with that. I agree with
You
that.
two over slapping and high fiving.
You damn right.
That is not true.
He could
That is-
say
I know
baby. He could
someone
say baby,
who
but he
was
consciously
married
chooses to
and
say
she
crotch
was
fruit because he
bisexual.
thinks
They
it's funnier.
went to their home
It's not.
all the time, and they're getting divorced.
But it helps. Why? Not for just threesomes, just because bi chicks are usually less insecure,
So when you have kids, are you gonna
more open minded.
Are you gonna relate to them as crotch fruit?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
Okay.
believe that too.
Yeah,
Do you have a final thought you'd like to share with us?
good,
No, not
good.
the
You hear that, right, ladies?
Final thought.
Well, the thing is that I just think that you just need to find the right person to marry. There's always someone out there for you.
Are they gonna wear name
It
tags?
is. Huh?
Are they gonna wear name tags?
No, it's just you have to be very selective on who you date.
I think we already are very selective. That's why we're not married now.
Read the red flag.
We did a show about that already.
Yeah.
Called Recognizing Red Flags. That's why I run now. You tell me I'm scorned. I'm not scorned. I just recognize red flags.
Okay,
I know
then
how to
so
run.
then go to the next one. Next,
On to the next one.
Yeah.
next. That's what I do. Next,
How's that working out?
good. Cause I ain't married no crazy ass person. Then.
Good. Good. Final thought. I want to thank our special guest for coming on, telling us a great couple stories.
Thank you, CLK.
Thanks,
This nigga here. Can't stand y'all. Honestly, I don't have anything against marriage. If you believe you found the one and she's been properly vetted, go for it. I say shoot for the stars. Hopefully everything works out for you. I wish you the best. I will say, however, vet that shit properly. Don't rush into it. Don't jump into it. And don't risk it all. If marriage is for broke people. Marriage is for not
Damn.
no offense. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Damn.
Marriage
I
is
go out
not,
to eat when I want to.
I know, nigga. Marriage is not for the wealthy. If you're a man of means, a man of substance, or you know you're up and coming, set yourself up for the future. Safeguard yourself.
I agree with
If
that.
you've already achieved something, safeguard, protect what you already have.
I agree.
I would say something for women, but I can't really think of too many fucking women that have achieved anything without taking it from a man.
For real?
So
Wow.
with that being
Jesus
said,
Lord, that's his.
I am
That is not the
Still.
view.
That is not a view of
I
the
am
rest
Shako guys.
of the Shako
That's
guys.
his own personal view.
y'all
That's
not interrupt.
fine.
I am still the world's
Well, you're not
greatest
gonna say that shit
misogynist.
without me.
Put that disclaimer in.
Without me
Right.
distancing
He's not
myself
like a male
from that particular
But
statement.
misogynist.
Oh, no.
Misogynist.
He's an open misogynist.
The
It's
world's
not like that's a
greatest
secret.
misogynist, actually.
It's not like it's a secret.
The world's greatest misogynist.
Everybody already knows. If you've ever watched this show, you already know he's a misogynist.
Yeah.
And I am also the rated R superstar.
Right.
But can you name any women that, besides Oprah, that has achieved
You
anything?
gonna meet your motherfucking match.
I welcome that bitch. If she can hang with this, bring it on. We can build something together. And I will give her half. But until then, fuck you.
You saying that?
And we are signing off. We'd like to thank everybody in the chat room. We'd like to thank everybody else who will be watching in the future. Like and hit the share button. Please share this with your friends in the conversation, and hopefully they can join us in the chat room too. And we could keep this show going, because that's what we want to do. We want to keep having these conversations and keep talking and actually get a better understanding on society and the people we live around and how to make this shit a little fucking better, okay? And I'm your boy B, man, signing out, man. We'll see y'all in the next show. Say peace out, y'all.
Deuce, Nick.
Thanks for coming. Like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate
Notifications too, motherfuckers.
Damn, nigga. Please hit the like button on your way out the door.
Fuck it.